Quezon City National High School campus, Radio City High is committed to respond to the immediate education emergency. That is to widen the access to education by bringing it to where the learners are.
106.3
Radio
City High.
You listen to learn.
Good morning, City Highans! Good morning, grade 9 learners! And good morning to all our listeners and FB viewers of 106.3 Radio City High. This is Teacher Sampagita and together with me is Teacher March.
Yes, good morning everyone! Teacher Sam, shout out muna tayo. Happy listening to our school principal, Mr. Rex Laurazo.
Junior High School Assistant Principal, Ma'am Nida H. Gomera.
Senior High School Assistant Principal, Sir Jose Salvador.
All faculty and staff of Iligan City National High School, especially to our science department, our mga katribo scientifico,
and our friends and relatives, especially to my two beautiful daughters, Ate Nikki and Felicity.
Yes, special mention po to my Mama Melly, Ate Ami and kids, Kuya Weng, Ruth and their kids, and of course, my team Sampagita, Angela, Mateo Jed, and Samran Jed. To our grade 9 learners of sections, Lawaan,
Almasiga,
Nilo,
Falcata,
Gemelina,
Talisay,
Acacia,
Ipil-Ipil,
and Banaba. Again, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Yes, grade 9 learners, ilabas ang inyong learning kit at ihanda ang inyong mga sarili para sa ating balitaktakang programang linggo-linggo'y inyong inaabangan.
Maraming katanungan na nais masagutan, palaisipan na nais maintindihan. Sa siyensya na ating pag-uusapan, nandito kami upang kayo'y gabayan. Ito ang Siyentipikong Balitaktakan.
I'm your teacher, Sampagita, teaching and inspiring you on air.
And this is Teacher March. And for today, we will be discussing to you our second grading topic about percentage composition. Teacher Sam, what is the learning competency for today's lesson?
Yes, Teacher Marge, we only have one learning competency for today, and that is to determine the percentage composition of a compound given its chemical formula and vice versa.
Thank you, Teacher Sam. So let's get started. Learners, please get your self-learning activities, weekly home learning plan, and answer sheets as you listen to Teacher Sam.
Thank you, Teacher Marge. So let's proceed to our lesson proper. Are you interested to know how much of an element is present in a compound? You can answer this question by determining percentage composition. The mass of each element in a compound compared to the entire mass of the compound multiplied by 100% is called the percentage composition. So, the percentage composition of a compound tells you the percentage of the mass made up by each element in a compound. Let us compare in a classroom situation. You are 50 in your section with 21 boys and 29 girls. If you will be asked what percent of the class are boys and what percent are girls, how are you going to compute for the answer? If your answer is 42% boys and 58% girls, you got it correctly. Let us have an example for the compound which is very important to all of us. Water, H2O. The computation shows the molar mass of water. If you will be asked to compute for the percentage of oxygen and hydrogen in water, how are you going to do it? Did you answer 89% of oxygen and 11% of hydrogen? Well, your answer is correct. To get the percent oxygen, mass of oxygen is divided by the mass of water multiplied by 100%. The same is true with hydrogen. For you to understand better as well as visualize our example, we have here a video presentation about percentage composition by Melissa Maribel.
If you're struggling with percent composition, I'll show you that it really only takes 3 simple steps. Hello everyone, I'm Melissa Maribel, your personal tutor, and in this example we are calculating percent composition of each element in the compound of potassium oxide, or K2O. Here's the general formula for percent composition by mass. On top we have the mass of the element divided by the mass of the compound, all multiplied by 100. We will apply this formula to find the percent composition of potassium, and this is what we'll use. Step 1. Find the total mass of the element. Using our periodic table, we'll find the molar mass of potassium, and since there's a 2 subscript in K2O, we must multiply 2 times the molar mass of potassium, and we get 78.20. Step 2. Find the total mass of the compound. To find the total mass of the compound, we need to find each individual mass of each element and add them together. So we already found potassium, we now need oxygen's mass. So looking at our periodic table, oxygen's mass is 16.00. So we will add the total mass of each element together to get our total mass of the compound, which is this. Step 3. Plug everything into the formula. So we'll plug in the total mass of potassium and the total mass of the compound, and then make sure to divide first, then multiply the answer by 100. And we'll round to 4 sig figs to get this for our percent composition of potassium, but we still need oxygen's percent composition. So let's set that up for oxygen. We previously found the total mass of the compound. We also know the total mass of oxygen is 16.00. Now let's divide both of those values and then multiply by 100, and we will get our percent composition of oxygen rounded to 4 sig figs. So here are the percent compositions of each element. If you're up for a little bit of a challenge, then this other video is for you, and walk you right through it. Hello everyone, I'm Melissa Maribel, your personal tutor, and let's start off with finding the percent composition of calcium. We will apply the general percent composition formula to the specific element of calcium, where the total mass of calcium is on top and it's divided by the total mass of the compound, all multiplied by 100. So step 1, find the total mass of the element. Using our periodic table, we'll find the molar mass of calcium, which is 40.08. Step 2, find the total mass of the compound. To find the total mass of the compound, we need to find each individual mass of each element and add them together. So we already found calcium, we now need nitrogen's and oxygen's mass. Looking at our periodic table, let's find nitrogen and oxygen's mass. Now, this 2 subscript is actually being distributed, so we have 2 nitrogens and 3 times 2, so 6 oxygens. We'll multiply nitrogen's mass by 2 and oxygen's mass by 6 to get this. Now add it all up to get the total mass of the compound. Step 3, plug everything into the formula. So we'll plug in calcium's mass and the mass of the compound, and divide first, then multiply by 100, and we'll round to 4 sig figs to get this for our percent composition of calcium. But we still need nitrogen's and oxygen's percent composition. So let's set that up for nitrogen. We previously found the total mass of the compound, and we found the total mass of nitrogen. So we'll plug that into our formula and get this percent composition of nitrogen rounded to 4 sig figs. We'll do the same thing for oxygen. We have the total mass of oxygen and the total mass of the compound. So divide and then multiply by 100 and we get this. So here are the percent compositions of each element in calcium nitrate. To make sure you get all the points possible on your next test, make sure to check out this video. And remember, stay determined, you can do this.
Wow, what a comprehensive video, Teacher Sam! I'm sure our learners are very much ready to answer their activities found on page 7 in their self-learning activity.
Yes, Teacher Marge, our activity for today's lesson is entitled Percentage Composition. And our objective is to determine the percentage composition of a compound given its chemical formula and vice versa. Learners, in this activity, you will compute for the percentage composition of the substances to answer the given problem. Teacher Marge, may I ask you to please read our first problem.
First problem. Soil that is already depleted of its nutrients needs fertilizer. One of the nutrients needed to replenish the soil is nitrogen. If you are an agricultural technician helping a farmer, which among these fertilizers are you going to use? Show your computations to convince the farmer about your choice. A. Ammonia. B. Ammonium sulfate. C. Ammonium nitrate.
And for our problem number 2, glucose is a 6-carbon sugar, which is also known as the blood sugar. It is an energy source that fuels our body. How many percent of carbon is present in glucose?
Problem number 3. The fuel value of the hydrogen-containing fuels depends on the mass percentage of hydrogen. Rank the following compounds in terms of their fuel value, with 1 as the highest fuel value and 3 as one with the lowest value. A. Ethane. B. Propane. C. Ethanol.
And after you will answer the given problem, please proceed to the evaluation part. We only have 2 questions for this part.
Question number 1. Ammonium nitrate is a substance used to produce dinitrogen monoxide, a dental anesthetic. Determine the mass percent of N in ammonium nitrate.
A. 35%. B. 40.65%. C. 39.50%. D. 43.68%. And our question number 2. In cold areas, many fish and insects, including the common housefly, produce large amount of glycerol, C3H8O3, with molar mass which is equal to 92.11 gram per mole. To lower the freezing point of their blood, how many percent of oxygen is present in glycerol?
A. 52.11%. B. 50.11%. C. 51.11%. And D. 53.11%.
that concludes our topic for today about percentage composition.
Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay sa aming programa ngayong umagang ito.
Kayo'y aming inaanyayahan sa aming programang hatid ay kaalaman at katuwaan sa bago nitong time slot tuwing Miyerkules ng umaga from 9:45 to 10:15. Ang sayantipikong balitaktakan ni Teacher Sam at Teacher Marge. Only here in 106.3 Radio City High. You listen to learn. Muli, ito po ang inyong lingkod. Ako po si Teacher Sam Pagita, teaching and inspiring you on air.
Ako naman si Teacher Marge, ang teacher na Chinita, na nagsasabing, behind every law of science is the foundation laid out in wisdom by a loving God. Keep safe, everyone,
And may the love of God be our reward.
Thank you!